dream. Think of me. Remember to slow down.
All right, so I just got home. Katie is making me some tartar sauce.
Just tartar sauce.
Yeah, just tartar sauce. That's all I eat. Sorry, but yeah, I got like a little. They're Gardein. They're right behind her. Fish fillet thingies.
Yeah, but
Bloop.
they're fishless fish.
Yeah.
Fillet. Say fishless fish fillet
fish fillets.
10 times fast.
No. Go ahead. It's been really cold here too. It feels really good though. Like our thermostat says it's 68 in here right now. It's like I'm in my robe and like sweatpants and slippers. It feels good, like kind of bundle up and get under all the covers.
I love it. You should tell them about your job stuff.
So I got kind of some updates on one of the jobs that I'm looking at, and they actually called me yesterday and said, hey, we need you to update some stuff on your application and also provide us with the past like 7 to 10 years of like employment history and addresses and stuff. I think past 7 to 10 years of employment history and addresses is like a prerequisite for like top secret clearance or something like that. And then they want to move forward and take the next steps and make me an offer basically, which is really cool.
How long is top secret clearance good for?
10 years.
10 years?
5.
I was gonna say 10
5.
years is a really long time.
Secret's good for 10.
Oh, okay. That's so exciting.
I know. I'm pretty excited, so.
It's crazy that they want to make you an offer a year out from when
Yeah.
you're even gonna get out of the
They must
military.
like, I mean, I'm super happy with that because if this is something that turns out well and like I end up accepting or taking the job, then it'd be really nice to have something concrete
Yeah.
for when I get out. Well, I'd be super happy about, and like it would make me feel a lot more comfortable getting out of the Air Force basically and like wanting to do that, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get out. Like that's cool, but
It's nice to have a plan.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like even just the semblance of a plan, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that like for a while you were feeling really nervous about getting out just because it was like it's scary. I mean,
is
like
scary.
it's super scary getting out of the military because it's everything you've ever known. It's like your first like real job
Yeah.
for, you know, the beginning part of your adult life, and so it's scary to get out. But
Mm-hmm.
then the fact that this is like all coming together after the job fair,
yeah.
like it feels
And the resume.
it feels, dude, if you're going to a job fair, make a bomb ass resume.
Yeah.
Like for real, because that's what I seriously think the resume like made a difference.
Well, because I've actually gotten another 2 emails from 2 different companies that I also talked to at the job fair, and both of the emails mentioned like, oh, your resume made it to our desk basically.
I'm looking at your resume
Yeah.
right now and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it wasn't like a generic email saying, hey, thanks for talking to us at the job fair, come apply for a job or something like that. It had like my name on it and everything. It said, we want you to apply for this job
Yeah.
because we think you'd be good for it. And also, I guess legally I have to apply for a job for them to talk to me about possible employment because I'm still in the military. So
Resume makes a difference.
yeah, seriously,
It really does.
have a resume. Even if you don't plan on like applying for a job like in the next 6 months or whatever, make a resume so that you have something on hand that you can add to and work on, because you should be constantly be updating your resume.
Somebody asked when I helped you make that resume, somebody was like, I noticed that you didn't have like a cover letter. Like, do you recommend doing a cover
No.
letter? Well,
It depends
yes.
on it depends on
a
the
cover
job.
a cover letter is really good for when you're applying for a very specific job, because you
Yeah.
can tailor it
Yeah.
to that job, and you should do the same thing with your resume.
Mm-hmm.
But because you were going to a job fair that was going for like a million different positions, your resume is a little bit more generic, but it's like super specified in the certain things that are on it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think this different sections on it, you have like obviously your contact information, but you also have your does it start with work experience?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it starts with work experience and everything that you've accomplished in your job, not necessarily even your day-to-day tasks, but it's like, I've managed to do this. This is something that I'm really proud of that I did at this job. This is something that I'm in charge of at my job, and this is why it's relevant to this position or something like that. And then you have additional experience, which are not even things that have anything to do with your current job, but are just things that you're really good at. So like one of the things we put on there was that you built computers. You can do computers like nobody's business. Like you are really good with tinkering and like technology, which is super relevant for so many different jobs, especially in like the electrical like space. And so that's like the first thing we put on there that was like, I can build computers like really well. I can do computers like nobody else can. So and then like, so we had like a couple things on there, and then like the bottom part was your education because you're still working toward your bachelor's degree. So it's kind of one of those things that's like at the very bottom of the resume that's like, if this is, I'm going to get my bachelor's at this time, but
And
I'm
it's in
still
work.
working
It's not like I don't. It's not like I'm not even working towards one.
Right. Well, like we were looking at all these different resume tutorials, and like a lot of them were saying that if you have a really good, strong educational background, like if you went to Harvard, if you went to Stanford, if you went to like really amazing like schools and universities, put that at the top. Like that's fine. Like as long as the whole point of a resume is to lay it out so that the person wants to keep reading the resume. So if you have really good like work experience, put that at the top. If you have really good school experience, put that at the top. Like put the things at the top that you want them to continue reading on for. Solid resume tip right there. Worked out really well for you so far because you have all these people reaching out being like, yeah, let's do an interview, apply for this job.
One of the companies that emailed me, or the second company that emailed me was like yesterday. They emailed me yesterday, and then right after that email I got the third email from the other company stating basically the same thing, like, hey, we want you to come like apply for this job and like talk to us and everything. We'll be in contact with you. So it's really cool. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Some fun stuff.
Maybe for anybody who's like not sure about how to build a resume or like needs help with their resume or like wants, I don't know. What I might do is I can go through your specific resume and like tailor it to be more generic, and then I'll just put it in the description bar of this video. So that way you're like, oh, this is like what this resume looks like. And yeah, it should help if you want. So check out the description bar. These are not done yet. I have to flip them.
Okay.
But this is what they look like. Aren't they amazing?
They look really good. I'm really hungry.
I'm
starving.
All right. Whoops, sorry, my phone's going off. So I didn't mean for this to be entirely all about resumes and stuff, but like I kind of mentioned in the last clip, I went through and basically modified Blake's resume so anybody who needs a resume can just implement their own stuff. And it's linked in the description bar below if you want it. We made the original just on Google Drive, and so that's where it's living right here. And yeah, you can put all of the information in and you will have a resume. Super duper easy. So yeah, the link where you can get this is in the description bar below. Again, it's just in Google Drive. So if you have a Gmail account, you have access to this. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. We literally just made Blake's in Google Drive, so you don't need any like fancy equipment or software or anything like that, and it's available to you if you want it. And I am actually going to end the vlog here. It's a little bit short. I didn't intend for that. I have a lot to do today, and it's just, the sun sets so early now and it is already so dark and I'm so sad about it. So I'm gonna skedaddle. I have a good question of the day. For those of you who are also on the job hunt or who have gotten their dream job, what advice or tips do you have for anybody who is on the job hunt right now? Do you have any resume tips? Do you have any interviewing tips? Go ahead and feel free to leave any tips you have about any of that in the comments down below, and I think we would all love to hear about it. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye!